I found out my girlfriend was cheating on me after nearly 4 years together. We met in college. She was quiet, creative, and had this warm presence that made you want to be around her. I was more outgoing, more direct, but she balanced me out in ways I didn't even realize I needed. We clicked fast. I remember thinking early on that she might be the one. We did all the typical college things, studied late at night, shared takeout, traveled on a shoestring budget. She made me feel like we were building something real. After graduation, we moved in together. I was working in marketing, trying to climb the ladder, and she bounced between jobs for a bit before settling into a creative design role. Things were tight financially at first, and I carried more of the load. I didn't mind. That's what you do for someone you love. When her mom got sick back home, I paid for the flights. When she lost the freelance client and couldn't afford rent, I picked up extra hours to make it work. I thought we were a team. I truly did. But somewhere along the way, things started to shift. I remember the exact night I first felt something was off. It was a Saturday. I had cooked dinner. We used to have a tradition. Saturday night was our night, no matter what. That night, she came home 2 hours late. She looked distracted. When I asked how work went, she gave me short answers, eyes glued to her phone. No smile, no warmth. From then on, there were more late nights, more vague explanations. We had a team project. I lost track of time. I was helping a friend. I wanted to believe her. I really did. Every time I asked what was going on, she got defensive, like I was accusing her, like I was the problem. At first, I blamed myself. Maybe I was too controlling. Maybe I wasn't giving her enough space. I backed off. I gave her room. I stopped asking questions. That was probably my biggest mistake. Then came the night I knew for sure. She fell asleep early, her phone buzzing next to her on the nightstand. Normally, I'd never touch it, but something inside me said, look. I don't even know what I was expecting. Maybe some texts to a friend venting about work, but what I found hit me like a punch in the chest. She had been talking to one guy constantly. His name came up over and over again in her messages. The tone wasn't innocent. There were compliments, inside jokes, late-night venting, even a few photos. Nothing explicit, but still personal. Too personal. I scrolled further. I found a photo of them together at a bar I'd never even heard of. Her hand on his chest, his arm around her, smiles that were too real. There were messages about me, about how she felt stuck, how I didn't get her anymore, how being around me felt like a weight. I sat there for hours, reading every word. My stomach twisted, my chest felt like it was caving in. I couldn't sleep that night. I stared at the ceiling while she slept next to me, clueless, comfortable, like everything was normal. The next morning, I didn't say anything. I couldn't. I needed time to think. I went through the motions for 2 more days, pretending I didn't know, just to make sure I wasn't reacting emotionally. I looked at our relationship under a microscope. Every conversation, every moment she pulled away, it all started to make sense. When I finally confronted her, I was calm. Too calm, maybe. I told her I saw the messages. Her face went pale. She didn't try to deny it. She sat down and just whispered, "I'm sorry." That was it. No dramatic speech, no excuses, just silence. Eventually, she admitted that it started with emotional conversations at work. They connected. She felt understood. She said it wasn't physical for a long time, but eventually it crossed the line. She swore it wasn't love, that it was just a moment of weakness, but that didn't matter. The betrayal wasn't just sex. It was the months of lies, the emotional intimacy she gave someone else while leaving me in the dark. I asked her how long it had been going on. She told me 3 months, but I'd already seen messages going back nearly 6. She was still lying, even in her confession. That night, I packed a bag and left. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I felt empty, like something inside me had been switched off. I moved in with a friend for a few weeks and started therapy. I didn't tell many people. Most of our mutual friends had no idea what had happened. She tried to contact me, texts, voicemails, emails, long messages saying she missed me, that she was lost, that she wanted to fix things, but I didn't reply. The pain didn't disappear overnight. It came in waves. Some days I'd feel fine, almost normal. Then I'd hear a song we used to play or see a picture from back then, and the pit in my stomach would return. I kept wondering, was any of it real? Did she actually ever love me? Or was I just convenient? Therapy helped. A lot. It helped me see that love without honesty is just a fantasy. That you can give someone your all and still be betrayed. And that doesn't mean you weren't good enough. It just means they weren't ready for what you offered. I started rebuilding my life. Slowly. I picked up old hobbies again, playing guitar, running in the mornings, journaling. I reconnected with friends I'd lost touch with. I focused on becoming whole again, without needing someone else to fill the empty parts. Months later, I saw her again, by accident, at a coffee shop. We locked eyes. She gave me a weak smile. I nodded and walked away. I didn't feel hate. I didn't feel love. I just felt free. She'll always be part of my story, but she won't define how it ends.